Welcome back to the Rebote Recap. Magic City is now 20 weeks into its 2020 season, and things are really heating up for the singles championship race. Douglas, who's known around these parts as the Wonder Boy, had an uncharacteristic slump in Week 20 as he struggled to perform at his typical elite level. In the end, number 13 finished with a season-low total of just 2 wins to go along with his 6 places and 3 shows. Douglas now stands just 12 games ahead of the number 2 man in the standings, RonRon. Number 12 was relentlessly dominant from the first serve to the final whistle. RonRon tallied an awe-inspiring 12 wins in his 18 appearances. That's a win percentage of about 66%. RonRon's ridiculous output in Week 20 helped him gain a ton of ground on Douglas. At 107 wins, RonRon is shaping up to be a true threat to Douglas, who holds on to the first place spot with his win total of 119 singles games. Still holding firm in that all-important third-place prize money slot is Bueno. Number 22 showcased improved catching and focus that guided him to 6 wins, the second most wins among any player on the roster in Week 20. Bueno has now extended his lead over 4th place by 7 games. And holding that 4th place slot is still Ben. Number 7 rebounded nicely after an admittedly poor performance in Week 19. He ended the week with 5 wins to go along with 6 places and 3 shows. Ben's 14 in the money finishes ranked second amongst the entire roster in Week 20, proving once again that he can hang with the best of them at Magic City. Rounding out the top 5 is the fan favorite and ever-lovable Tennessee. Number 37 maintained that 5th overall spot with a solid 3-win week, but that still puts him 15 games behind Bueno for 3rd place at 58 victories for the season. After yet another dominant performance from start to finish, the Week 20 Golden Cesta goes to RonRon. The former pro from the Philippines racked up a roster-leading 12 singles wins in arguably his best performance of the entire season, where he methodically steamrolled his fellow Pelotaris all week. Number 12 started out Week 20 at a seemingly insurmountable 22 games behind Douglas, but after a tremendous effort, he's now just 12 games outside of that first-place spot in the singles championship race. At 107 wins, there's no telling what RonRon can accomplish in the remaining months of his 2020 campaign. Congratulations to RonRon for earning his 5th Golden Cesta of the season. Once again, Magic City had just 1 doubles game per performance in Week 20. Regardless, the doubles pairings battled each and every point to give the fans some fast-paced and intense doubles action. Douglas and Vuelo, who substituted for Lamonte, played like a well-seasoned duo, racking up 2 wins and 4 total in the money finishes in the limited doubles slate. RonRon and Juice continued on their strong doubles play, with RonRon stopping everything in the backcourt and Juice filling in as a nice complement in the front. When all was said and done, they also captured 2 wins in addition to 1 place. Bueno and Tennessee finally played up to the level we saw during the first doubles tournament for the first time we've seen in weeks. The fan favorite duo finished with a solid stat line of 1 win, 1 place, and 2 shows, tying Juice and RonRon for the most in the money finishes. The Magic City Pelotaris just continue to develop and get better with each and every doubles game they play, which is ultimately going to make the second doubles tournament the best one yet. Stay tuned for more information on the upcoming second tournament to the doubles championship very soon. Shout out to this week's fantasy winners: LeBron James Rules, Badiola, Granny's Guante, and Zinzi. These 4 teams will each receive a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt in addition to a share of the $150 cash prize for their stellar performances in Week 20. Watch our weekly fantasy review on the Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel for more details on the winning Week 19 lineup. Every week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so you can always come back to your team or join the league at any time. And remember, the cash prize of $150 sponsored by Magic City Jai-Alai will remain unlocked as long as there are 150 active league members. And that's not all. If we surpass 200 active members, Magic City has agreed to increase the prize money to $200, and it will remain unlocked at that value. Visit fantasyhighlight.com to join the league for free, draft your own fantasy team, and start winning. This week's Rebote play goes to number 25, Kubala. Week after week, this former college golfer exhibits some of the most consistent catching and defensive skills of all the players on the roster. Although he's currently on the outside looking in at the race for the singles championship, Kubala strives to play each point to the end, never wavering from the Magic City mantra of 100% effort always. That was fully on display here in the final superfecta game of the week. In a decisive point against Carballo, Kubala was on defense from the start. However, number 25 stayed determined as always, making a flurry of Rebote saves, including this flying, diving beauty that he dug out beyond the 10 line to keep his hopes alive. Kubala not only went on to win the point, but also the game just a few points later. Take a look at this dazzling save that scored this Rebote play of the week.
Picked up by Carballo. Carballo beautifully throws the costado. That is an excellent save by Kubala.